We are late, 10 minutes. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namaha, Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Manojavam Marudhatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayuta Mukhyam Sri Ramadutam Sirasa Namami. Santoshini Jaganmata Mama Saubhagya Vriddhaye Namaskaromi Bhaktya Tvam Prasanna Varada Bhava. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kridau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha-jnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashandaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Satchitanandarupaya Vishwotpattyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Ilambujasyamalako-malangam Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Panau Mahasayaka Charuchapam Namami Ramam Raghuvamshanahtam. Om Bhadram Karne Vishnuyama Devaha Bhadram Pasye Makshabiryajatraha Stirairangaihi Stuštuvakam Sastanubihi Vishema Devahitam Yadayuh Swasti na Indro Vruddhashavaha Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedaha Swasti nastarchyo Arishtanimihi Swasti no Brihaspati Datatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Yachandasa Mrishabho Vishwarupaha Chandobhyotyamritaat sambhabhuva Samindro Metaya Aspranoto. Shariram me vicharshanam Jihva me madhumattama Karnābhyam bhori vishruvam Brahmanakoshosi methaya vihidah Shrutam me gopaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Metha Devi Jushamanana Agam Dishwachi Bhadra Sumanasya Mana Tvaya Jushtanudamana Duruktan Brihatvadema Vitate Suvira Tvaya Jushtarisharbhavati Devi Tvaya Brahmagada Srirudatvaya Tvaya Jushtachitram Vindate Vasusano Jushasva Trabino Namete मेधाम् इन्द्रो ददातु मेधां देवी सरस्वती मेधां मे अश्विनावुभावा दत्तां पुष्करस्रजा अप्सरासु च या मेधा गन्धर्वेषु च यन्मनः दैवी मेधा सरस्वती सा मां मेधासुरभिर्जुषताकं स्वाहा आमां मेधासुरभिर्विश्वरूपा हिरण्यवर्णा जगती जगम्य ऊर्जस्वती पयसा पिन्वमाना सा मां मेधा सुप्रतीकाजुषन्तां मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मय्यग्नितेजो ददातु तां मयि प्रजां मयीन्द्र इन्द्रियं ददातु मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो भ्राजो ददातु हंस हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंस प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Now Karika, first, second we took. We read that Behishpratnyo Vibhurvishyo Handapratnyastu Taijasaha Khanapratnyastada Pratnya Eka eva tritha smrita Dakshinakshi mukhe vishwaha Manasyantastu taijasaha Akashe cha hridi pratnyaha Tritha dehe vyavastitaha. Third one we have not taken, right? Yeah. So, the first Karika talks about three padas. So, Gaudavadacharya is summarizing what he has said so far, combining all the three together. And he clubs all the three padas together and presents so that you will have a bird's eye view. Oh, but the point here is mainly the first one is that Eka eva tritha smritaha. That is the main point there. Earlier it was given separately, three padas. But the Gaudavadacharya says they are one and the same. That consciousness itself is Pratnya, Taijasa, Vishwa. That is why we say Brahman himself is Trimurtis. That is the difference between Hinduism and other religion. Christianity has also got Trinity. So that is Father in the heaven, Son and Holy Ghost. So they are three different entities. But ours is not like that. So we have to make that very clear. That one Brahman himself assumes Brahmaji, the creator, and he himself is Vishnu, the maintainer. He himself is Lord Shiva, the one who changes. Destroyer don't like it, people don't like the word destroyer. Because change is inevitable, modification. Without change, no progress is possible. So that changing faculty is this Ishvara, Lord Shiva. So there should not be any quarrel between Shaivites and Vaishnavites, because it is one Brahman, assuming two different form, two different entity. It is something like you as a housewife. You are wife when you are looking at your husband. Not looking at anybody you become wife. No, only to your husband. Then when you are looking at your daughter or son, you are mother. Then when you are looking at your father, your daughter. So it's only one person. So that is what is the main point here. So these Prajna, Taijasa and Vishwa, all the three are one. Then he talk about second one is that the sthanam. So Dakshinagni, Dakshina Akshi. Karmakanda, there is Dakshinagni also. So here Dakshinakshi Mukhe Vishwaha Manasyandastu Taijasaha. So during the daytime, that is waking hours, consciousness is predominant in the right eye. So that doesn't mean that people who have only one vision, they don't have consciousness, not that. It is predominant during that time, and I said it is for meditation purpose. It is not that consciousness is one place predominant. Consciousness is everywhere. And it is all over your body. It is not only one particular place is predominant, then it becomes what? It has got modification, isn't it? So that which cannot be modified is Paramatma. So there is no Vikara. So Vikara Rahitam is Brahman. So it is only for meditation purpose. So don't take it so much seriously and then worry about it. I don't see my right eye. I see only with my left eye. What happened to my consciousness? He's there. He's there all the time. So then Manas Andastu Taijasaha. Taijasa is Manas. Andastu it is said. Andastu means what? It is subconscious. So Taijasaha means what? The subconscious means all the samskaras that is carried forward. Then Akashecha Hridi Pratnyaha. When we go to sleep, what happened? Where the mind rests. Hridaya Akasha. So Hridaya Akasha is what? Akasha is space. There is a space, it means between lap and tup. That small space. Small. Say, suppose the lap tup, there is a gap, increases. In EKG there's a line. In movies and all, that person die, straight line comes. So Bhagavan has gone. That's what it is. So as long as it is going up and down, he is there. So that is the Vyavastitaha. This much we saw last time. Now we see the third one. Vishyo hi stula bhung nityam. Nishyo hi stula bhung nityam. Taijasa pravivikta bhuga. Anand Bhuktha Prajna. Ananda Bhuktatha. Yeah. Ananda Bhuktatha Prajna. Tritha Bhogam Nibhotata. Now, these threefold experiences, Bhogatrayam, are mentioned. Vishwaha Sthula Bhuk Bhavati. The waker experiences the gross experience of the gross world. This is not projected by the mind, but it is made up of Pancha Mahabhutas, and therefore Sthula Bhuk, the waker, the Prathama Padaha. This he borrowed from mantra number 3, original mantra, that is Mandukya Upanishad. Now he talks about Taijasa Bhogaha. Pravivikta Bhuk means subtle, Sukshma Vishaya Bhokta, because the dreamer does not contact the Bhautika Prapancha, the physical world. The dreamer contacts only the crystallized thoughts. Thoughts have become as though tangible in dream, endowed with Sabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. It is a wonder. See, in dream also you see all of them. Therefore, Sukshma Vishaya Bhogaha. Now what about Prajna, sleeper? Ananda Bhuk Tatha Prajna. Because all the divisions are removed. No more a differentiated person. See, in dream also there are two things, subject and object. Dreamer and the dream world. In waking also, the seer and the seen. But what happened to sleeper? There is no difference. That is why we love to sleep. By all differences are levelled, because all differences are levelled. It is the universal experience. In sleep we are in Advaitam, because Advaitam alone is Ananda. Dvaitam is not Ananda. The greatest proof is sleep, because in sleep there is Advaitam. In other state there is Dvaitam. Therefore Dukkham. So our Gurudev used to give an example. When you love a person, that person and you, there is Dvaitam. What is the greatest love? Expression of greatest love. Not I love you, that is not enough. So that is why both lovers meet. They embrace each other. Then what happened? Dvaitam is gone, become one. Advaitam. So only in Advaitam real joy is there. In all other state there are Dvaitam. Therefore Dukkham, Pragadaranyaka says, Tutiyadvai Bhayam Bhavati. Wherever two is there, there is fear. That's why that 24 gurus, you see the example of that girl, young girl. Somebody came to see her for getting married. You don't know the story? Huh? 24 gurus. Go back to Balavihar. Go to Balavihar. Go back to Balavihar. One of the gurus, this girl didn't have anything to offer them. So they had only paddy. So she suddenly told all them to sit down, I will make something. She went inside, then the paddy is there, paddy is to be pounded. She started pounding with the pestle. But she had a lot of bangles. Those days they used to wear, nowadays no bangle. Only one is that Advaita plan. So she started pounding, it was making noise. So she removed all of them, kept one. Then from right hand also removed, all of them kept one. Then she started pounding, there was no noise. So Mahatma Guru saw this, he said, only in two there is noise. Whenever two people are there, or whenever you think I am different from you, there is always problem. So in sleep there is Advaita Anubhava. No one lacks Advaita Anubhava. Our problem is not lack of experience. Our problem is lack of knowledge. So don't meditation seat, don't look for Advaita Anubhava. Anubhava you already have. What is necessary is recognition. So that is why someone said, you are not a human being looking for a spiritual experience. You are that spiritual being having a temporary human experience. The mistake we make is that we think we are human being and seek a spiritual experience, which we will never come. Therefore, Ananda Bhuk Tatha Pratnyaha Das Tritha Bhogam Nibho Tatha. May you understand there are Bhogatrayam, Stula Bhoga, Sukshma Bhoga and Ananda Bhoga. So that's why certain thing you cannot experience in the waking world. You experience that in the dream world. If in dream you experience certain things, you should understand that you exhausted your papas. So horrible dream comes, don't get frightened. It is good. That is gone. Exhausted. A person who says, I never dream, dangerous person. Don't go near him. Yeah. Now what is left is Triptitrayam. The fourth verse. Sthulam tarpayate vishwam praviviktam tu taijasam anantascha tatha pratnyam tritha triptim nibodhata. Tarpayate. Tarpayate means to make one satisfied. Sthulam tarpayate. The gross objects in the waking state, tarpayate, satisfy the vishwam, the waker eye. Sthula. That's why what satisfies in the dream cannot be used for satisfying waking state. You may get a lottery in dream, but that is not useful in the waking. And waking drink cannot be used for dream thirst. Therefore, all the Sabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha are all to please me alone. The gross objects pleases the waker. Praviviktam tu taijasam tarpayate. Subtle objects, mentally project objects satisfy the taijasa. Mean dream. Anandaha pratnyam tarpayate. Karana prapancha. In deep sleep there is no division and hence ananda. As long as the food is in the plate, it is dvaitam, isn't it? You and food is separate. And there is no ananda. And when the food and you become one, then there is advaitam and you experience ananda. In karana prapancha, there is no vikalpa. And that state pleases the prajna. Then continuing the 5th verse. Trishudha masu yat bhojyam bhokta yascha prakirtitaha vedetadupayam yastu sabunjano na lipyate. Huh?
Can we read once after repeat? Can we read the shlokas once after repeat, please?
Yeah. Oh, after the explanation. After the explanation. Okay.
No, after you repeat after from us.
Oh, you didn't?
No, when you teach and we repeat, after that can we tell the whole shloka?
Oh, okay. Here Gaudapada says, even that person who knows the 3 padas very clearly, that person himself will be free from reactions and karma phalas. The bhunjano na lipyate. Trishudhamasu yat bhojyam bhokta yascha prakirtitaha. Vedetad upayam yastu sabhunjano na lipyate. Now how is that? Yaha vedaha. Suppose a person clearly knows yat bhokta bhojyam cha, that which is the experiencer bhokta and that which is the experienced bhojyam object, yaha prakirtitaha, which has been mentioned in the Upanishad, and these bhokta bhojyam pair is distinctly avoidable in each state of experience. In the waking state, we have the waker as bhokta and the gross universe as bhojyam. In the dream state, the bhokta is the dreamer and the object bhojyam is the dream world. Not this world, dream world. And in the sleep state, the sleeper is the bhokta and the object is the karana prapancha, which is experienced in the form of ananda. So you don't say a deep sleep there is no experience. Yes, ananda experience is there. Whenever in causal state we are in ananda. But in Taittiriya Upanishad, this Anandamaya Kosha is there, right? So there is one Ananda, Brahmananda. Koshananda is different. That slight difference is there. Koshananda has got what? Priyamoda, Pramoda. Gradation is there. This is Priyam, this is Modam, Pramodam, Ityadi. Gradation is there. But whereas Brahmananda, there is no gradation. That is why Koshananda is called the Karana Prapancha. So that's why in Tattvabodha level, that doubt will be there, why it is called Anandamaya Kosha. So, therefore, Trishu Dhamasu. Dhama means the state of experience, avastha. Trishu avasthasu, the experiencer and the experience, all these three pairs, etat ubhayam, these three pairs, yaha veda, the one who knows, the one who understands. Shankaracharya explains what do you mean by clear understanding. That is where Bhashya comes. And he says that the clear understanding is that the Bhokta is one and the same in all the three states. Bhokta is one and the same in all the three states. That is to be understood. It is not that waking bhokta is different, dream bhokta is different, and deep sleep bhokta is different. Bhokta experiencer, even though superficially waker is different from dreamer, and dreamer is different from deep sleeper, essentially all the three are one and the same. I consciousness principle. Only my medium of transaction has changed. I am the consciousness principle functioning through Sthula Sharira medium is the waking experience. And when you stopped functioning through this body and this sense organs, you are functioning through Supna Shariram. And naturally the world experience also is different. Therefore the medium differs. But the one behind the medium, that is Turiyam, never changes. Turiyam in consciousness, never changes. Bhokta eka eva. Also the one who knows the objective world. The best example is dream. I divide myself into both experiencer and the world of experience. I don't import objects from the waking world to dream world. It is our thoughts. I told you that intangible thought become tangible objects. Similarly, I am the one appearing as the three pairs. Thus one who knows, iti yaha vedaha, the one who knows. So how to know? Shankaracharya writes this way, that I am the consciousness who is appearing as waker, dreamer and deep sleeper. There are no three entities. He has become as good as a jnani, yaha vedaha, wise man. Saha punjanaha api na lipyate. That person is not affected by what he experiences. Punjanaha, bhogam anubhavan. Going through varieties of experience, na lipyate, he is not affected. Why? Consciousness is the waker, consciousness is the dreamer, consciousness is the sleeper. This understanding is there. So while enjoying also, he doesn't really enjoy. His vision is what? I am consciousness. Why is he not affected? Because he knows I am the consciousness principle, who am illumining the objective experiencer, and the illuminator is not tainted by or polluted by the illumined objects. Like the light is illumining the book, but whatever that is there in the book dust, color, etc., the light is not polluted by that. The illuminating consciousness principle is asangaha, unattached. Thus, this is the result of clearly knowing the three padas. The idea is not given in this Upanishad. This is an additional idea given by Gaudavadacharya. So, Trishudha Masuyat Bhojyam Bhokta Yascha Prakirtitaha Vede Tadupayam Yastu Sabhunjano Nalipyate. This is what you wanted, right? No. What is that you wanted?
He said in the beginning itself, Swami.
Eh?
You chant, we repeat,
Oh,
then together.
I see. Trishudha Masuyat Bhojyam Okay, continuing. Prabhavas sarvabhavanam satamiti vinishchayah sarvam janayati pranaha chetomshun purusha prithake. Prabhava sarvabhavanam satamiti vinishchayah chetomshun purusha prithake. In the following four Karikas, Gaudabadacharya is giving the significance of the original text mantra 6. Sixth mantra is analyzed. It is a very important mantra. What is the sixth mantra? You can go back, see. Esha sarveshwaraha, esha sarvatnyaha, esha antaryami, esha yonihi, sarvasya prabhavapyayauhi bhutanam. That is a mantra analyzed in the four Karikas. It's a very important mantra, that's why. In the sixth mantra, it was mentioned that consciousness obtaining in the Sushupti Avastha is the Karana Atma. So, when I am in deep sleep state, I am called Karana or Pratnya Atma, in which everything is in potential state. And when I come to Swapna or dream, whatever was in the potential form come to manifest. And again I am in deep sleep state, everything resolves into potential state. And if you extend this idea at the cosmic level, the sleep at cosmic level is called Pralaya. Individual sleep is called Laya, and cosmic sleep is called Pralaya. That's why Bhagavatam talk about four types of Pralaya: Nitya Pralaya, Naimittika Pralaya, Prakrita Pralaya, Atyantika Pralaya. Four types. Nitya Pralaya is daily sleep. Brahmaji's daily sleep, that is called Naimittika Pralaya. Naimittika Pralaya. Brahmaji's daily sleep. Our daily sleep is Nitya Pralaya. And Brahmaji's daily sleep is called Naimittika Pralaya. You know Brahmaji's daily sleep how many years? 1000 Mahayuga. Then Prakrita Pralaya is when his 100 years is over. His lifespan is over that time. Then Atyantika Pralaya is what? When you gain mukti. That is the ultimate. Then there is no more. Whether pralaya is there or not doesn't make any difference. When individuals sleep, it is called nidra. And when the Lord sleeps, we call it as yoga nidra. And at the pralayavastha, the whole world is in an unmanifest condition. And that alone we call antaryami. That is what is mentioned in the 6th mantra. Means the consciousness principle in dormant condition. We call it as Karana Nama Rupa Samashti. Otherwise called Maya. Otherwise called Prakriti. Or unmanifest. All these names are used. Mahattattvam, Karanam, Maya, Prakriti, these are all synonyms. This Antaryami alone is called Ishvaraha, Esha Sarveshwaraha, Esha Sarvatnyaha, Esha Yonihi. This is the 6th mantra. All these words are used. From this we come to know Ishvara is consciousness plus potential Nama Rupa. That's why when we say Ishvara, Ishvara plus Maya. Means what? Maya means potential Nama Rupa. Or matter is called Ishvara. That is why both are Anadi. Prakritim Purusham Chaiva Vidyanati Upavapi. Gita. Gita, everything is said, okay. Source is all Upanishad. And out of this Ishvara alone, the world come into existence. Therefore, Ishvara is called Karanam. The world is called Karyam, effect. And this arrival of the universe out of this Ishvara is called Srishti or creation. Thus the 6th mantra, the topic of creation hidden in it. Prabhava apyayau hi bhutanam. The universe arises out of Ishvara and the universe resolves into Ishvara. Means Srishti topic is hidden. Therefore, Gaudapada Acharya wants to make some remarks regarding creation. The theory of creation is a very, very important topic in every system of philosophy. Srishtivadaha it is called. Even for modern science, it is a very important topic. They call it as cosmology, the study of the origination of the universe. And we have got so many theories. Big Bang theory is there, steady state is there, string theory is there. So many are there. And no theory is comprehensively and satisfactorily explaining the creation. Every story has got some loopholes. Therefore, even now the creation is a mystery. That's why in Bhagavatam, third canto, Vidurji is asking the questions to, I don't know the Rishi's name, I forgot. There's a Rishi. Not Yajnavalkya, there is another Rishi. Yajnavalkya Rishi comes in the Ramayana, but here there is another Rishi. Forgot. Anyway, he is asking this question, why God created this world? So don't tell me He created this world, it is His Leela, it is His sport. Vidurji himself is answering, asking questions, he is also answering. Yeah, he is a learned person. If it is sport, then Bhagavan was bored. And to entertain himself, he has. See, Purna Kamaha, Bhagavan is Purna Kamaha. How can he have this boredom? Then in Upanishad also, So kamayata bahusyam prajayeyeta satapotapyata satapattaptva. All these statements are there. So akamayata. He desired. Why did he desire? Desire is always come from a mind which is incomplete. Sense of incompleteness. Bhagavan is Purna Kamaha. How can there be any what you call incompleteness, sense of incompleteness? Like this, Vidurji is arguing. It's a very beautiful argument. And after listening to the whole thing, he says, that is called Maya. Why? Something impossible, it makes it possible. That's why Bhashya, Shankaracharya also in the Adhyasa Bhashya, he tells the same thing. He says, logically it is not possible. Yushmat asmat pratyayoho vishay vishayinoho tama prakashavat viruddha svabhavatvat itaretara bhavanam upavattav. See, it is opposite completely. One is like darkness, another is light. How can there be a combination possible? Yes, even though it is not possible, but it is made possible. By what? Adhyasa. Therefore, even now the creation is a mystery. And therefore, Gaudapata Acharya wants to talk about the Vedantic theory of creation. And also compare it with a few other theories given by other systems of philosophy. The first and foremost point that Gaudapata Acharya wants to emphasize is the word creation is the biggest misnomer. And it is the biggest misconception that is in the intellect of all the people. That is called linear theory. As long as you base your theory based on the concept of creation, you will have varieties of problems. What is the basic conception? There is no creation at all logically possible. No creation at all. Even scientifically, you can never talk about a creation. This approach is called Ajatavadaha. So Gaudapadacharya is the one who championed this Ajatavadaha, which Gaudapadacharya will elaborate later. But he wants to summarize in 4 verses. The very word creation is wrong. Why? Because scientifically it has been proved that matter cannot be created or destroyed. Even an ounce of matter no one can create. A carpenter is creating a table. Carpenter has only shaped the wood that already existing. He gave a name to the shape table. Shaping and naming alone has been done. No ounce of matter is created. So nobody can create matter. What about God? Any law which is true to the human being is true to the Lord also. When I say matter cannot be destroyed or created, we can boldly add even by God. Then where is the question of creation? There are only 2 things. One is consciousness, which cannot be created, and the other one is matter. And matter also cannot be created. Then what is created? Nothing is created. Where is the question of creation? We have never questioned our assumption. Based on our assumption, we further ask question, when did Bhagavan create? It is a wrong question because it is based on the assumption of creation. Then the question is, how did he create? Then why did he create and me and put me in this suffering world? The point is, why did he create me in this way and make me suffer? This is the main question. Why Lord created is not your problem. Why I am suffering is the problem. That it looks like the Lord seems to be a sadist. Therefore, even if he is there, I will not worship him. Therefore, when, where, how and why, all these questions, Vedanta refuses to answer. Not because Vedanta doesn't have the answer, because Vedanta says that the question is based on a wrong assumption that there is creation. Then if at all we talk about a creation, we can maximum talk about another phenomenon which we can figuratively call creation. What is that? Since matter is always there, cannot be destroyed or created, the matter may remain in unmanifest form. And that unmanifest form can be changed into manifestation. This manifestation we figuratively call it as creation. Like taking oil from the oil seed. Oil was hidden in the seed, and by crushing the oil seed, I bring out the oil which was already existing. Similarly, tree and seed, etc. Therefore, what is called figuratively a creation is bringing out name and form from the avyakta to vyakta state, unmanifest to manifest state. In Gita, Bhagavan said, avyaktat vyaktayas sarvaha prabhavanti haragame ratriagame praliyante tatreva vyakta samjnake. I think it is in the 8th chapter. Hey Arjuna, I never created you. You have been there always. That is why it is always said about avidya, it is beginningless. During pralayam, I was in unmanifest condition and I came into manifestation later. And I continue as Jiva until you realize. Yuga Yugandaram. How many lives we have taken, we don't know. Maybe during Krishna's time we were there. We don't know. Rama's time we were there. As Ayodhyavasis. And you went to heaven. Oh, yeah, he'll come back. Rama didn't give you moksha. He took you to another world. So enjoying prapya punyakradan lokan vishitva shashwati samaha suchinam sripadangehe yoga prashto vijayate. Hey Arjuna, during pralayam I was in unmanifest condition and I came into manifestation later. You do not know that you are in pralaya state, so don't worry. Therefore, Srishti is equal to Abhivyakti, manifestation. Not knowing this, people talk about varieties of creation as though things have been created newly. Sarvabhavanam satam. Prabhavas sarvabhavanam satam iti vinischaya. Sarvabhavanam sadam. All the things of the creation is already existing in the unmanifest form. Satam means existing. Sarvabhavaha, all the things and beings. And they alone are prabhavaha, brought to manifestation, which is wrongly called creation. As though they were absent before and as though they are freshly created. Why do we commit this mistake and where have we gone wrong? The reason is this. When a thing is in potential form, it is utterly useless. No utility value. Butter in milk you cannot use. But if a thing is useless, it is as good as non-existent. Because if someone come and ask you, do you have butter? But you may have milk at home, but you don't say butter is there in the milk. In an unmanifest form, you can take it, you cannot say that. After manifestation, it is useful and therefore it has come to existence afresh. So manifestation is mistaken as newly coming to existence. Really speaking, it is not come into existence newly. Therefore, Gaudapada says, Prabhavaha. The origination is nothing but manifestation of things which have been already in existence in the third pada, the Karana Atma. And this Ishvara, what does he do? Sarvam Janayati Pranaha. Pranaha in this context means Ishvara. Antaryami. Sarvam Janayati, brings to manifestation all things. Purushaha also means Ishvara. See, in Bhagavatam, these are all very clear actually. So, if you read Srishti Prakarana in Bhagavatam, it is that out of himself he is created. He remembered previous creation. Brahmaji. Then he created, he said. That means what? Unmanifest become manifest. Very beautifully given, even though it is all very story form, but the truth is told. Naturally, it has come from Vyasa Bhagavan. It cannot be just a story. Cheto kum shun, chetom shun. Sentient being. Chetom shun. Sentient being. Chetaha, Chaitanyam. Chetom shun. Sentient being. Sarvam indicates inert creation. Chetom shun indicates sentient creation. Both sentient and insentient. Chetana and Achetana Prapancha, both of them that Ishvara creates. That's why Ramana Maharshi says the creation is like a Chitrapatam. It's an embroidered scenery is there. In that there is Chetana Vastu. Birds are flying, sun is rising, a man is standing. They are all Chetana Vastu. But the river, the tree, the mountain, all these are all Achetana Vastu. Both. Prithak. All the physical bodies and the subtle bodies were there in the dormant form. It is brought forth into a manifest form by the Lord, like you get up from your sleep. Since not even an ounce of matter can be created, and therefore the body principle also must have been dormant. The only suitable example is dream world. You create in your dream both Chetana Vastu, Achetana Vastu. Isn't it? Mountain, animals, etc. Okay, I think my time is over. Time flies so fast, what can I do? This Srishti, continue, okay? Topic continue in the 7th, 8th, 9th also.
Can Abhivyakti also be understood as
Huh?
expression? Abhivyakti you said, right? Abhivyakti. Abhivyakti. You said it's
Manifestation.
manifestation. Could it also be understood as expression?
Hey, what is the difference?
I want to know, do they both mean the same thing?
No.
Abhivyakti is to express or to manifest what is dormant.
Manifest.
What is dormant came out as an expression,
Yeah.
right?
But express is what?
That I am doing Abhivyakti of what I thought. That was dormant and doing. So that thought is
Manifestation is better.
That's a better word. Better than expressed.
Yeah. The expression always create a problem.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
There is an individual involved. Isn't it? Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om